No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Going right to work up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. To the ground and try to pick up the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Terrell. Release to the back. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Creates a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. He's going to take off. Got some room, head to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for the loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive.
Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisville! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy. To miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Got the quick pass. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. He wants it all. Touchdown, Iowa! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed. You saw his ability to turn his hips. And how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got to run the run.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Dances away to buy time. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. It's a seam wide open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. He's got him wide open. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll immediately call timeout.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Terrell. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to throw, it's Terrell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hawkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have... Oh, he's got some space! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Slip through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Sends it back in motion. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Terrell. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. because they're blocking run. The quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Got a man, it's Hawkins. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open. Catch
and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still working. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He breaks a tackle.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. It's Terrell. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Buys a little time. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. At this juncture of the game, too, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You're going to need a touchdown, but you're not going to get it on that play. Throw it away. This is a big down now, fourth. Here we go.
They want to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Oh, they're after him!
He's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Sack, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree. His way. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off. defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Terrell. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Pitt looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 28 to Colorado. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.